Hi Stampers, this is Kim with Great Inspirations. Thanks for stopping by today. We are going to take a look at some of the items that are coming in the Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog for January through April 2024. And here is the catalog cover. And as many of you know, that's all I can show you right now until it goes live on January the 4th. So here's this catalog, and then also coming in January is Stampin' Up's biggest promotion of the year, Sale-A-Bration. So we also have that brochure. And if you're not familiar with Sale-A-Bration, orders that you place in January or February, you can be eligible to choose some free items from this brochure. Every $50 will get you a free item. There are also some selections that for a $100 purchase you can choose. So we will look at what I pre-ordered from the mini catalog and from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. And we will start with the mini catalog. Just give me 1 second here. I have stuff everywhere. We'll start out with this tool, which is a brayer. Stampin' Up! Hasn't had a brayer for a long time, so I was really happy to see it. It's a great way to put color down on your papers, but also on your stamps. If you want to ink your stamps, and this would be a good way to ink some of those bigger stamps, like the background stamps. Just put the ink on. Now this brayer has these 2 prongs right here on this side. That's so when you sit it down, ink won't get all over your work surface. So there those are. Then you set it down. The ink stays up on the roller. So that is an item that's going to be available in the upcoming mini catalog. Now the next 3 items are actually part of a suite. We have some designer series paper and some baker's twine and some really pretty little dots, adhesive back dots. These are called the rainbow adhesive back dots. Very, very pretty colors, very spring-like. And they are these 3 items are part of a suite that I have not ordered yet. It's Lighter Than Air is the name of it, and it has a hot air stamps or hot air balloons that you can create, and there's also some dies that go with it. But here is the designer series paper, and you will get 48 sheets, and basically it's the equivalent of a pack of the 12 by 12 is just cut into the 6 by 6. So here's one design. Some nice hot air balloons. Some nice stripes that go really well with the dots. And some dots. Some clouds. And this is Lemon Lolly, some stripes. Little chevron pattern in, looks like fresh freesia. Here's a scallop pattern and some little, looks kind of like little flowers. These little diamonds. That's very pretty, I like that. Some more scallops, diagonal stripes, and sort of a net pattern. And then here is some twine in Balmy Blue, Lemon Lolly, and Flirty Flamingo. So as I said, these 3 items go with the suite Lighter Than Air. But like I said, I did not buy the stamp set and the dies. I'm just going to wait and see because I think I have 2 hot air balloon stamp sets. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Now the next thing that kind of, I guess you could call it standalone, it's an embossing folder, and it's called Layered Florals, and it is a 3D embossing folder. Here is the design that it will emboss. And then here, I'm not real sure if you can see the design. Pretty flowers make a nice background. So there is that. And then we have some dies. This die set is called Perennial Postage Dies, and it is actually part of a suite of products called Perennial Lavender, I believe. But I just like these dies because look at all these dies. It's a nice squares and rectangles. They all have that postage stamp edging. And this one right here, it will emboss like a cancellation, that your stamp has been canceled. This will cut a little like a hole in your cardstock if you're making like a tag or something like that, and you can thread ribbon through it. And then this will cut 2 holes and a little circle where you can you know how on some of those envelopes they have a little string on the back and you wrap it around. And then an interesting thing about this that I saw, which you can ink this and then put the paper on top, the cardstock, and then emboss it, so then you can get this will be in color. So anyway, these are just dies that I thought would just be good for just multi-purpose use, so that's why I got those. And then the next set of dies, it's actually, I think a couple dies maybe. Yeah, there's 3. And it's called Mini Alphabet. And I like the size of this. It has alphabets, it has the punctuation. And what I hope to do with it is take my scraps of cardstock, all the different colors, and just run through and make all these letters, sort them out in a little box I have, and then when I need letters, there they will be. So I was happy to see that this is just one big die. And now those are the things that I got that kind of don't really go with anything, but I do have a couple of stamp sets that are kind of like standalone as well. And here is the Blueberry Bunches. Really pretty stamp set. I love blueberries, so that was great for me. It has some nice sentiments. So happy for you. Thank you. Sending you bunches of birthday wishes. Hello there, and for you. And then the other stamp set is called Inspirational Sketches. There's this bird, which is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. And these mushrooms, floral image. And this little thing here you can create a background with. And then the sentiments. Thank you for everything. Grateful for you, and enjoy the journey. Now these are pictured at 90%. So the sentiments and the images are a little larger than they may appear on the front of the case. Okay, now how about we take a look. I have some punch bundles, and the first one is actually a suite, and you may have seen it because Stampin' Up! Did sort of an early release on this one for event that they had. And I just need to find the stamp set. It's Be My Valentine is the name of the stamp set. I think, let's see, the name of the suite is Be Mine. And it has the stamp set. And we have a little bee builder punch right here. And of course the Designer Series paper. We have some ribbon. It's Sweet Sorbet with the white edging. And then we have some little, what are these called? Adhesive backed hearts and flowers. Pretty colors, all ready for spring, Valentine's Day, that kind of thing. So the Be My Valentine stamp set. It has all these cute little faces for your bee. It has other parts for your bee. Some little honeycombs, and then of course the sentiments. Be mine, B-E-E. You're as sweet as honey. I love you no matter what. Happy Valentine's Day. Love you. You make my heart buzz, and you'll always be the one for me. So that's just real cute. And let's take a peek here at the paper. The bees with all the hearts. And then this nice little, almost kind of a checked or pattern. The yellow. And then jars of honey. And red with the little swirly lines. Some more bees. Hearts. More bees and some flowers. And as you can see, this paper, you don't need to use it just for Valentine's Day. It'd be perfect for, say, an anniversary or birthdays or just saying hello. Little flowers, more flowers, some stripes, and more little bees and honeycomb. And then I was going to tell you the colors. There's a lot of colors in this paper. Let me see here. There is Basic Black, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Sweet Sorbet. So those are the colors in that designer series paper. Oh, I should read you the colors that are in the, what is the name of this? The Lighter Than Air. And that was Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. So those were the colors that were included in this paper. Okay. Put the bee things away. And let's see. The next, we have Submarine Life. It's a cute little stamp set, lots of fun. And I know, like the Be My Valentine and the Submarine Life, and actually this next one that I'll show you, the cutest cows. I know you may say, oh, those are for kids, and I don't know. You know what? I use these types of stamp sets definitely for kid cards, but for adult cards as well. I mean, look at this cute little fish and this little crab, and looky here, this little, I don't know if he's supposed to be an octopus, and then a little fish with a snorkel, and starfish with a snorkel. Really cute. And my son would be upset with me for saying starfish because when he was growing up, we lived in Hawaii, and he had a teacher who was very clear about the fact that it is not a starfish, it is a sea star. It is not a fish. So ever since he was in kindergarten, he has reminded me that it is a sea star. So, but you know, sea star, sea fish, or starfish, we know what we're talking about. But this Submarine Life, it has this coordinating punch right here. I don't know if it's lots of glare there, but it includes the submarine, and then it will punch out the periscope and the little, I guess, motor, so the submarine can go across the water. And of course, here we have, you put this out the back of the submarine like it's the wake, and then the ocean floor, little some seaweed, and then happy birthday, floating by just to say hi, and then there's a hello. You are sublime, and sending oceans of love. So that is this punch bundle. It's called Submarine Life. And now we'll go on to the cutest cows. I just adore this. That's just, you know, cows are just, I don't know, they're cute. But it also has a chicken, well, maybe we could say a hen and a rooster and a chick right there. We have some different expressions, some eyes for the cow. And of course there is the cutest cow builder punch. You have the little cow's head, the body. These are the horns. And I think this is a spot if you want to put little spots on him. And then this little thing is a little tuft for like right here on his head, like his little tuft of hair. So, but the head that the punches out is this one and this one. But then you also have this little one that you can select. And if you wanted to cut it out, you could fussy cut. But this is like a two-step stamping set where you could stamp the body and then you can stamp the head if you care to. So it's just really cute, and it says, the little things you do make such a big difference. What's moo with you? Thank you. It's your special day. Holy cow. Milk it for all it's worth, and congratulations. And again, these images are shown smaller. You can see this is photopolymer. So right there, that's the size that they are. So the greetings are a little larger than shown on the front of the case. So we'll put that one away. And now let's talk about some things that dies, stamp sets with dies. And the first one, this is a suite of products right here. And if I could, let's see if I can remember the name of it. Nature's Sweetness Sweet. And it has 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies. The first is Lovely and Sweet. And the second one is Notes of Nature. Now, these 2 stamp sets, of course, are designed to work together because they're part of a suite. But I really like them because they're like what you would find in a field notebook or something to that effect. And you could do like collage stamping with these. But here we have just some stamps that have, like this says right here, field notes. But the sentiments, thanks for making me smile. Today it's all about you. Happy birthday. And just a little note to say hello. And of course you have some nice leaves and some kind of a plant. A little floral image up here. And these little, we all like these little splotches of dots. And here are the dies that go with it. Right here. So you have these 3 images can be cut out with these dies, and then you have these extra, just the greenery, this nice, almost looks like a vine, and then this can cut holes in the paper and make it look like kind of like what you would find in a binder. You tear out the page. So those are the dies that go with the Notes of Nature. And then the Lovely and Sweet stamp set's very interesting. It has the names of these little items down here. And again, these images are smaller. Here are the actual size. So this one is a nice big image. And it says, like, I don't know, like Prunes Dulces. Anyway, I know that's an almond. That's an almond. Of course, this is vanilla. And this is cacao, which is where we get cacao and cocoa. And then the greetings, congratulations, so sorry, and just sending a bit of love your way. And then here are the dies. As you can see, we have dies that cut out the images. And then we have a little die here. It's like for a greeting. And I believe this is to make like a tab, maybe. I need to play with these a little bit. And then there are some just standalone dies that cut out some leaves and some florals. So there are the 2 stamp sets and the dies. And then there is this ribbon which it's not really ribbon. It's called, gotta get this right, faux leather trim. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's gold. Has gold flecks in it. So that'll be fun to play with. And then we have the iridescent foil gems. They are iridescent. There's lots of gold in there. So the gem itself is basically clear with the gold and iridescent sparkles. And then here is the Designer Series paper. And this is really pretty. It's foiled. It's a specialty papers. The gold foil, and it has the images from the Lovely and Sweet stamp set. I'm going to have to move these out of the way. There is one of the designs, and the colors in this are gold and pecan pie and pebble path. Some of that pebble path. And then, whoo, that's lots of gold. There might be a lot of shine on there. And then we go with the pebble path and the pecan pie. Newsprint with some gold spatters. Pebble path. More gold. And more, there is text on here, but I think, I was looking at it, I'm not sure, some of it goes one way, and some of it goes the other way, so it's not going to matter really how you put it on your card. And then of course there's some spatters. Looks like a grid that's seen better days, but the gold sure makes it pretty. And then this is one of those that if you wanted to, you could make like 6 cards by cutting it in half and then just in thirds. So that's kind of cool. And then this is some text, gold on the pebble path. And then again, it looks like more distressed, I guess, paper, like grid paper maybe. And that is all from that package of paper. So let's go on to this stamp set. It's called Beach Day, and it does have coordinating dies. Sending you sunshine, wishing you a beautiful day, happy birthday, and enjoy today. Now for the dies, of course, they cut out everything, all the images. But they also, if you want to make like this little lifeguard shack here, you can just cut one out with cardstock as well. And then there are waves and just all kinds of different dies, palm tree, all kinds of different things, so you can put together a fun beach scene. So there's that, Beach Day. And now we're going to go to another fun one, Ice Cream Swirl. It says, make a wish, thanks for everything, hope your day is sweet and yum yum. And then we have a donut, a strawberry, of course the ice cream, and cherry. And this can be a straw or one of those, I don't know how to pronounce it, like a little purloin or whatever. Remember those cookies that I love those. But anyway, this is a really cool stamp set. And it is the photopolymer. So you'll be able to see right through it when you're stamping. And then here are the dies. And this is pretty cool because you can use this die right here. Stamp your cone. And then you'll cut it out. And again, these images are shown smaller, so that's why this die doesn't really fit on there very well. And then you could have like a small card. And you could, of course, put the die cut some ice cream and put it on top, fold the back, and have a cute little card. for maybe a gift tag, or just a little hello, how are you? But as you can see, the dies, it will cut out the ice cream cone. And then this die adds a little texture to your cone. This cuts out the donut, the strawberry, sprinkles. This is like a little cup thing that you could put around the cone. This cuts out this image. And then, of course, there are two dies here. One that would cut out the around this image, and then another one that can add detail. Add the swirls. And that would be, if you didn't want to stamp, you can add the swirls by using two colors of cardstock, one for the ice cream and one for the swirls. So that is the ice cream swirl. Put that away, and now we'll bring out the wild ferns. I really like this stamp set because fiddlehead ferns. If you spend any time like in Maine or places in the north, there are fiddlehead ferns, and people eat them. I was always like, oh no, that's okay. But I just have fond memories of living in Maine. So that just is one reason I bought this stamp set. But it does have some pretty images and some nice sentiments. Wishing you well today, tomorrow, and every day that follows. Here's to new beginnings. You're greatly appreciated, and heartfelt condolences. And the thank you. And then this is not a nice little addition. You can maybe stamp in a lighter color behind your ferns. It's just a nice, doesn't really, sort of resembles burlap, but not exactly. But anyway, there is that. And then the dies. Here are the dies. And of course we have the ones that cut out our images. And then there are three little rectangular dies here for greetings or whatever you want to do. And then these, I like these because you can cut them out, and then you have this area that you can put adhesive on and then glue these behind like your focal panel, or maybe even a greeting, or whatever. So that's nice. I like that. So that is the wild ferns. Whoops, put them in upside down. And then what else do we have? Oh, this is another one, Everyday Details. And this stamp set, which again is shown smaller than the actual size of the stamps. There they are. But it has, I like this nest with the eggs, and then the vase with the flowers, and then this little cup with the flower. I just thought that was sweet. But you make every day a little brighter, overjoyed for you in this new journey, and wishing you so much joy on this special day. And then, of course, we have the dies. And here they are. Some nice circles. And these are a little different because they will cut out little perforations, little holes in the border. And then we have some that are just strips. And then we have the rectangles, and then this sort of looks like a piece of lattice. So there are the coordinating dies. And actually, I almost just got the dies, but I really like the stamp set too, so I got the bundle. And what is up next? Oh, here we go. This is Trusty Tools. And my husband, once upon a time, he was in the Air Force for 30 years. And when he got out of the Air Force and we moved back to Indiana, he decided we were going to build a house. So he started building houses. He's built our house. He's helped to build some other houses. And he helped to build my father-in-law's house. and now he is building our son's house. So anything with tools I like to get so I can make him some cards. But this is called the Trusty Tools Stamp Set, and again, this is smaller than the actual size. It's photopolymer, so there's the size of the stamps. And then this says, "Thank you, Dad, happy Father's Day, and you're the most awesome." Then we have the dies. And they are right here, and that is quite a lot of dies. And if you use this die and this one, you can actually build a little toolbox. This is the handle. Of course, this would be the box. And then we have a pegboard. And then we have a drill and some other tools that, and let's see, yeah, screws and bolts. And or nuts, I guess those are. But anyway, all these can be die cut, of course, but then there's also some other tools on here that are not included in the stamp set, but you can make them out of cardstock. So that's kind of cool. So this is the Trusty Tools stamp set and the dies, and now we're going to segue to the Sale-A-Bration items. And I'm going to leave this here because we have some designer series paper right here, and this is, I need to flip it over to see what it's called, Trusty Toolbox. And here are the designs, all the cool tools. Looks like some graph paper, a lot of red screwdrivers, and then just kind of a nice neutral piece of designer series paper to add to your cards. Here's some hammers and nails. There we go, with some screws and bolts. And then this you could use to make a toolbox, kind of cool. And then some more screws and bolts and all that kind of thing. And I like this as well. Excuse my phone, that's my sister-in-law's texting me. But yeah, like a measuring stick. That's kind of cool. I like that. And then this is like the pegboard. More tools. And then just the nice, I think that's Lost Lagoon, just a neutral piece of designer series paper to add to your cards. And then I'll read you the colors. Basic black, copper clay, crushed curry, gray granite, Lost Lagoon, and poppy parade. So this, like I said, is for Sale-A-Bration, and this you can get for free with a $50 order. And of course it coordinates with the Trusty Tools stamp set and dies. So again, this is Sale-A-Bration. So I'm going to put that over here. Now, have some more Sale-A-Bration. There are a lot of papers available to choose from for Sale-A-Bration. And here is, I can't remember the name, Most Adored. And this coordinates with, I have a paper here. Let's see. I thought I did. Well, oh, this coordinates with the Adoring Hearts stamp set that is in the new mini catalog. So here are the colors, and of course one side has foiling and the other doesn't. And the colors for this are Real Red, Flirty Flamingo, and the Gold. So, ooh, look at that. Lots of Flirty Flamingo swirls and some gold swirls. And the Real Red. This is pretty with the gold. even has, it almost feels like it does. It has a little bit of texture to it. And then here's some Flirty Flamingo, the hearts. Some florals in the gold. Hearts. And gold hearts. And this is another one of those that you could cut it in half and then in thirds and make 6 cards. It's a nice plaid with the Flirty Flamingo and the real red. Some little slashes of gold. And then more hearts. So that is the Most Adored Designer Series paper. And now this one is Flight and Airy. I really thought this was pretty with all these little birds. Lots of birds. Some netting. More birds. Don't you just love these colors? Here's just some leaves. More birdies. It's like a watercolor wash. Some more birds. Very pretty floral pattern. Looks very springy and even summery. More little birds. More watercolor. More birds. These would be good to fussy cut and put as focal images on your cards. And another floral pattern, very pretty. And let's see, the colors in that, in the Flight and Airy, are Boho Blue, Bubble Bath, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, I was going to say Peach Pie, Pecan Pie, and Soft Sea Foam. So there is that, the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. And this one, I need to check the name. It's Sunny Days, and it does coordinate with a stamp set in the catalog, which of course I can't remember all the names of these stamp sets. They're all so new. The Bright Skies, the Bright Skies bundle, and the colors, I'll just read them: Basic Black, Crushed Curry, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Shaded Spruce. So here we have some clouds, clouds and rain, floral pattern. This is nice and neutral. It's like petal pink. Some flowers, rainbows, and strawberries, some butterflies, more florals. This is pretty, looks very summery. This pattern almost looks like little sunshines. Some cherries, and then this nice sort of neutral design. So that's the Designer Series papers that I got from the Sale-A-Bration brochure, and all of those, you can get those, each of those, for a $50 order. So $50, and you can pick one of these. $100, you pick more. Just, you know, the more you buy, the more you can pick. But now we have a stamp set, and this is free with a $50 purchase, and it's called Watercolor Melon. Some really interesting shapes here for your watermelon, and it coordinates with the modern oval punch that you may have. This was available in the catalog, the mini catalog that is retiring as of January 3rd, and it will continue to be available. And I believe there is a stamp set in the new mini that also coordinates with this punch. So if you have this punch, there's a couple of choices in the Sale-A-Bration and then in the mini catalog that you can continue to use this punch with. So that is, like I said, for $50, you can get a $50 purchase, you can get this for free. Now, there's another one called Heartfelt Hellos, and it's just sentiments. Dad, you're the best. Love you more. Hello. Enjoy your day. Thinking of you this Easter, and Happy Mother's Day. Now, this stamp set coordinates with a punch that is in the mini catalog. The one that will come out in January, and it's called the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. And all these sentiments will fit right in there. And there is a stamp set in the mini catalog that also coordinates with this punch. So that's the Heartfelt Hellos, and again, that's free with a $50 purchase. That's something you could choose. Then another one that's free with a $50 purchase is this Cradled in Love stamp set. This is Welcome Little One, Sweet, Baby, Girl, Boy, and Bundle of Joy. And of course you can build, look, you have the cradle, you could put the little mobile on it. There's a little bottle and a little elephant toy, and then of course the rug. Just thought that was a really sweet stamp set for a baby card. Now, another one, that stamp set that's really cute, is called Jungle Pals. And this is also available for free with a $50 order. It has a little toucan, this little alligator, or you can make it a crocodile, a tiger, a sloth. I forget what that is, and I know, but I just forget. But anyway, he's really cute. Now, this is free with a $50 purchase of Stampin' Up! Products, but they're also coordinating dies. And the dies you can get with a $100 purchase. And of course, the dies cut out all the Jungle Pals here. And then, of course, there's a tree and some greenery and leaves and flowers and just all kinds of little things, a vine, all kinds of things you can add to your cards to make really cute cards with the Jungle Pals. So these are the Jungle Pal dies. So if you order $150 worth of Stampin' Up! Products, you could get both of these. Again, this is a free with $100 order. This is free with $50 order. So we'll put those aside. And now here is a bundle that is available for a $100 purchase. It's a stamp set called Softly Sophisticated. And it is a two-step stamp set, in that you can stamp the flowers and then stamp the leaves, or the leaves and the flowers, whichever way you prefer. And the sentiments, hello there, you're in my thoughts, and I really appreciate you. And then it comes bundled with this embossing folder. It is a 3D embossing folder. It has a really nice design. And here it is. So like I said, that would be free with a $100 purchase during Sale-A-Bration. Now, the mini catalog and the Sale-A-Bration catalog, they both go live on January the 4th. So here, put these away. So yeah, January the 4th, these both go live, which means you can order from this on the beginning January 4th. And in January and February, whatever purchase you make, if it's $50 or more, you can choose something from the Sale-A-Bration brochure. Now, after February, these choices go away. But the catalog, this mini catalog, the items in here will be available through April. So there you have it. That's just a little preview of what's coming in the Stampin' Up! January through April 2024 mini catalog and the 2024 Sale-A-Bration catalog. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, stamp happy.